All right, everybody, welcome back to Cinema Geeks. All right, today we have a new trailer that actually just dropped today, and it looks like it's coming in time for Halloween. If you don't already know what I'm talking about, it's The Craft Legacy. Now, is this a sequel to The Craft from 1996 by Andrew Fleming? Yes and no. They're kind of labeling it as a what do you call this? Call this a legacy sequel. So it's kind of like, it takes place in the universe, but they're not talking about the direct scenarios and situations that happened from the last one. But they may make it it's probably going to be like a hint or like an Easter egg at different things that happened from like the 1996 film. It's going to be directed by she's kind of new in the director sense, but not really. She has done several projects before. Her name is Zoe Lister Jones. Zoe Lister Jones. I think she didn't just do it. I think it was 2017. She had a comedy film called indie comedy film called Band-Aid, and I think it was starring Fred Armisen, and so she's taking a crack at the craft, and let's see what she's working with. Before I show it, Andrew Fleming, the original director from the last one, is actually serving as an executive producer on this one, so he's not detached from the project. So I'm assuming that he's probably gonna try to sprinkle in stuff from the last one. I'm not sure. I can't even really remember The Craft that well. This is also done by Blumhouse. Blumhouse has been doing nothing but horror. I guess they are like a horror production company at this point. But yo, let's watch the trailer. Let's see what they got going on here. It looks like a bunch of new actresses too. I have seen some of these girls in other projects as well. But yo, like I said, let's watch the trailer.
And now, your trailer presentation.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Her fingers lit on fire, guys. That girl's floating too. Blumhouse, Red Wagon. Let's go.
Okay. All right, let's do this. I know it feels fast, but it's nice, isn't it? To have a family unit.
Come on in to meet the boys. They're really excited to meet you.
How you feeling about school? You can meet some new friends.
I know why the cage bird sings.
Wow, that is super nasty.
All right,
Does she just have like her period in class? Ooh, that sucks.
Hey, it happens to everyone.
He's made us all cry at one point or another.
You should come over after school.
Uh-oh. What they be doing after school?
What is all this?
This is a ceremony to celebrate you.
Why would you celebrate me?
Because you're out fourth.
Just in time for first period.
Hey, don't be touching up on girls like that, my boy.
Half the battle of having powers is believing you do. That's why covens have always been important.
So this is like a new coven?
If we can do that, what else can we do?
Word, what else can y'all do? Oh, they just started doing that in the lunchroom? Nah, son, they stopped
The
time.
number one rule of the craft: if a person is a danger to herself or others, they will be bound.
This Halloween.
I was starting to get a little worried.
Sorry, I was just hanging out with my friends. We've gone too far.
Was this just like some game to you?
Yo.
I feel different.
Okay, let's see what's going on here.
Be careful. A lot of weirdos out here.
We are the weirdos, mister.
Rate that trailer. Okay, I see what's going on. So she's kind of gonna like lose herself in the power that she's suddenly attained and was brought into. I'm assuming that's what's going on there. Um, the trailer looks cool. I'm gonna give that trailer. I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3. Did it blow me away? Not really. It didn't really blow me away, I would say, or anything like that. But I would give it a shot. Only cause, all right. So like when a horror movie comes out, you could call this horror. You don't have to call it horror. You could call it supernatural. They have certain abilities with their witchcrafts, and it's kind of like dark magic, right? So when a horror movie comes out, but around Halloween, or a supernatural movie comes out on Halloween, I'm gonna watch it regardless. It could be trash, it could be popping, you know. I'll word of mouth it if it's popping though. But I'm definitely gonna take a look at this. I'm giving this a 3. I'm giving it a 3. It didn't underwhelm me. It just didn't like blow me away. I think it looks solid. I kind of get the drift of what's going on, what's going on with the main character and everything, and I'm willing to give it a shot and enjoy that ride. Um, yeah, like I said, there's all new faces there. I don't really remember any of these girls from any other previous projects, but I think the main girl, she was in Pacific Rim Uprising with John Boyega, but I don't even remember. I think I just saw that on her stats somewhere.
Well, let's just stop right here and go back because I wanted to know what connects this movie to the previous 1996 movie. And if you see in the trailer, if you rewind and go back, you see the lead character is sitting on her bed and she takes out a picture of Nancy, one of the characters from the previous 1996 movie. And as she's looking at the picture, they have like the trailer has a voiceover dialogue saying that if someone falls too deep into the power, they become bound. And as you know, in the 1996 movie, if you watched it, Nancy was one of those people who the lead character Sarah in that movie, she had to put like a binding spell on her because she was doing like crazy things with the power and everything like that, right? And it's, I guess it's hinting at maybe this is something that's gonna reoccur. I'm not sure. And also, like, how do they get that book? How do they have that picture? Is one of the characters in the new movie related to one of those old witches, or did one of those older witches mentor them in creating this new coven? So many questions to be answered. But I mean, hey, I guess the only way you'll find out is if you watch the movie. Anyway,
How hot is this? So obviously COVID is still out there, so I'm assuming they put that into a factor, Sony Pictures, and they said they're gonna let this out on, I think, video on demand, VOD. And am I paying for this movie? Like I said, they lucked out. It's Halloween. You're coming out around Halloween. I may purchase this movie. I may purchase it because I am intrigued what's going on with it. So I may purchase the movie. It's gonna hurt my pockets because I know it's probably gonna be somewhere in the upwards of like freaking $15 to $20. Gosh. But in the spirit of how hot is this, I would say it's coming out October 28th, and October 28th is what is October 28th? See, if that's like a, I'm guessing it's a Friday. I'm guessing it's a Friday, right? October 28th is actually a Wednesday, so they're putting it out on a Wednesday. Okay. I'm not watching it on Wednesday. I would probably save it for like a Friday or Saturday viewing. So I'll probably watch this on a Saturday. That's the same week of. I'm still watching the same week of. But and Saturday is actually Halloween. That's why they probably let it out on a Wednesday. Okay. I see what you guys are doing there. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably watch it that day of. It's not like I'm doing anything on Halloween this year. Nope. In the his house. Hawkman, right? Hawkman is going to be in Hawkman is going to be in Black Adam, you know, the DC Dwayne Johnson movie that they haven't even began filming yet, but they still decided to create some animation type teaser trailer for the DC fandom earlier, well, last month actually it was, right? Or was it this month? I forgot, but yeah, so they casted someone for Hawkman, and it's Aldous Hodge. You may remember. I feel like Aldous Hodge was in a Marvel. I feel like he was in a Marvel. He was in a Marvel project at one point. I don't remember what it was though. But anyway, the most recent thing he was just in, he was in Invisible Man as the friend slash cop dude. So I think that's a cool casting. We'll see how he does in that. Um, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. I'm intrigued to see how he portrays Hawkman. Hawkman's not that big. I haven't really seen a big Hawkman character in any of like the films per se. Like you haven't really seen Hawkman in the films like that. And in like the TV shows, I think he was in like Legends of Tomorrow and like for like a season, and I wasn't like he was whatever to me. Lame. I wonder if they're gonna attach him to like a love interest, like where they usually attach him to like Hawk girl or Hawk woman. I think. I wonder if they're gonna do that. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about the casting yet. But hey, they haven't even started filming. They're still very early in stages of pre-production and everything. Like they're still in development, right? Next up, there's going to be a new Disney project out. I don't know if this is a film or a series or a film for Disney Plus, but they're doing they're saying I think it's called a film. They're doing a film called Peter Pan and Wendy, and they just made a casting pretty big deal because there's been headlines. Disney's been doing this whole thing where like they after the whole Black Panther thing happened, and you know you had like the first Black King or whatever like that, and the first black like royalty story and everything like that for Disney. They've been doing this, like they just had another movie that came out like this past I think last week or so called The Second Born Royals, about like royals who are like they're not gonna get the throne, so they're like because they're like second. Cool concept, but they like develop powers at like some like I don't know age 16 or 15 or whatever like that. And they had it was focused on a girl from I think a fictional country in Europe, but she went to a school and like other royals also went to this school, and it was basically like a front for like this training society of other second born royals who have powers. And one of the dudes in that group was a black kid named Tuma. He had powers of how to like basically persuade people, right? And he was basically a prince, and mad headlines came out saying that, oh, Disney's first black prince, but the story wasn't even revolved around him. It's like if you're gonna start hyping up that this kid is gonna be the first black prince of Disney Plus of a Disney film, right? I would want to see more of his culture and going back to his homeland and his kingdom and all that stuff. But they didn't even give you that. It's like I don't even really count it as the first black prince. But I mean, more on a like, I guess whatever, right? Maybe if anything, I count Black Panther as the first black prince because we usually kind of when he came on. When Civil War came out, his dad was alive, and so his dad was still king, and he was a prince. He then became king later on. But whatever. You know what? I see what you guys are doing, but whatever. I can't hate it as long as you give it more black young black actors roles and everything like that. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. It's fine. But I feel like I just went way off topic and I didn't even name who's even in this project. So Yara Shahidi was cast as Tinkerbell, and I guess she's supposed to be like the first black woman to step into that role. But it was like, all right, whatever. It's Tinkerbell. Like, okay, it's not Tinkerbell is I guess kind of big in the Peter Pan world, but I mean like it's not Peter Pan or Wendy. That's big. Make Peter Pan black. That'd be crazy. But so that happened. What's cool about that is that what Chloe or Holly? I always forget who's who, but Chloe, Holly, and Yara, they're all on Grownish, as you know, and either Chloe or Holly is casted to play Little Mermaid, which is cool because that's like a major titular role right there, right? So that's dope. Yo, good for them, right? Yeah, the Grownish cast is growing up. You had your boy, what's his dude's name? I forgot his name, but he played Superbad, Superfly was, I think he played Superfly. That was cool. Like they're all getting roles, all of that, the whole group. Last but not least, you have the upcoming season of Supergirl on the CW is going to be their last season. It's their 6th season, and it's going to be their last season. I don't even really watch Supergirl, but like I know that I think she was coming on at CBS first, and they canceled it. Then they picked her up for or was it ABC? ABC, and they canceled it. Then they picked her up and they put her on CW, and she came more intertwined with like the Arrowverse, which is dope. Her show I think is like really spinning off into Superman and Lois, and obviously you've seen her cousin Superman on Supergirl, so I'm assuming it's going to be the same actor being pulled into that project, and it's going to be a part of the now they're calling it CW verse, which is weird, and I think they're only doing that because the Arrow ended, and it used to be called the Arrowverse, right, as we all know, and I guess they're not going to spin off the Arrow into what was supposed to be the Green Arrow and the Canaries, where I think Oliver Queen's oldest daughter Mia takes on his mantle, and I guess they're not doing that now, and I guess they're trying to like move away from the word Arrow and make it CW verse, but I think they should just pay tribute to who spawned that entire like that universe, which is Olive Queen and the Arrow. So I think y'all should just keep Arrowverse. All right. I don't know what you guys are trying to make it so difficult for. You know what I'm saying? Dang. But yo, that's The Craft Legacy. Let me know what you guys think about that trailer. Leave your comments and thoughts down below. And yo, this is Cinema Geeks. We out of here. Peace.
Hey guys, I don't know if you heard, but Waves Club YouTube channel is splitting up into 3 different sections. You're gonna have Waves Club for all your comedy skits, then you're gonna have Press Play University for all your dope educational videos, and then we got Cinema Geeks for all your film related and media topics. And this will all be called Waves Digital.